Hey everyone, welcome back to Toy's channel. I've actually got these 3 Lego boxes for quite a while now. They are all from the Infinity Saga. As you can see, this one is from Iron Man 1, Endgame, as well as Endgame. These are some of my favorites, and the Black Panther I've already got from the Infinity War series, and as well as the Guardians of the Galaxy ship, I've already got one. I really didn't need another because I simply don't have enough space to cater it, and hence I just got these 3 because I want the minifigures from these sets. As for example, I've been collecting the Iron Man ones for quite a while now, not got all of them, especially with the Age of Ultron ones, but I do have quite a few, so I'll show you guys in some other future videos. And in this video I'll be opening the Monger Mayhem, the 76190, and it looks great because you get the Mark 3, if I remember right, fighting the Monger as well as Pepper Potts and the Obadiah Stane minifigure as well. And as always, please remember to like the like button and subscribe to my channel for more Marvel, Hot Toys, Avengers, Iron Man, Thor stuff, and without further ado, let's hit it! Right guys, so do forgive my messy desk because I'm doing all these other videos with the Demon Slayer biscuits and opening, as well as some other miscellaneous stuff that's going on. So for this box, it looks great because you have the Ironmonger right in the center, and also, as I've just said, Iron Man, Pepper Potts, Obadiah Stane there as minifigures, and also you get the effect pieces that you can stick onto the Iron Man. For example, the thrusters as well as the blasters on the hands. And also I like the arc reactor on Ironmonger. I wonder whether it lights up, probably not, because otherwise they would have said it's an LED piece. On the side, not a lot going on here, it's just Marvel, and on the back, the classic scene where Ironmonger is flying off, chasing after the Mark 3 in the first Iron Man movie, and also you get these glimpses of the weapons, and also nothing special here. On top of the box, yeah, nothing much, again just a 1-to-1 Pepper, and let's open this up. So 1, 2, 3 packs in total with a small packet of effect pieces, and let's do this. Let's have a look at the scalp first from the head. So with the head piece, as you can see, it's just a separate piece. Open it up for Obadiah Stane to get into the pod, and as well as right in the middle you can actually see the panels where he can control the pod. So essentially you can just dump him in and just navigate around inside a small pod, which is really cool. Chest piece, it's a separate piece that is quite distinct for the arc reactor, and it's a pretty symbolic piece, to be honest. And also the other thing that I like that links with the arc reactor is the blaster part. Here you can see it's got this translucent blue piece right in the center, and I like what they've done there with the fingers. It's really creative, kind of move about as well. Individual flexibility and maneuverability, can do different things with it because they do close up like this as well. well. The shoulder parts, you can see this emulates the armor, as you can kind of see with the sticker. And also I like how this kind of move about as well. And alongside at the back, you can see this joint, and this piece actually moves whenever you move the arm as well. Let's say if you push it down to the bottom like this, it kind of moves a bit, or if you stretch it towards like so, if it's going in the backward direction, it actually moves as well. I think it's quite an ingenious idea how they've just added this piece to give it the extra flavor of the mechanisms of the Ironmonger. In terms of the different arms, it's got the distinct pieces. So this one you can essentially shoot Lego pieces out as such. With the other one, you can kind of do something similar, Gatling gun form, so you can shoot all the different Lego pieces from this part out. And this actually moves about as well, which is pretty cool. Yeah, I think it's quite cool because this essentially helps to shoot it out as well. So let's try one. Right, so prod it in and... Right, I have no idea where it went. I only heard it drop somewhere, but my room's too messy. Essentially, you get the gist of it. Also, you get this bendable piece that emulates the cables. I think it's really cool in the sense that they've designed two different guns, one Gatling gun, one pumping gun for each of the arms to make it less monotony and more interesting to play around with. And also with the legs, I think it's a cool build as well. Similar to the top with these side bits, it doesn't really go back and forth. And also with the maneuverability, similar to the arms, it actually has that ball joint right there. And also this emulates the toes as well, which is pretty cool. But for me, my build is a bit flimsy, so it always kind of falls over when you're not really putting any pressure towards it. And it does that from time to time, i.e. just knocking itself forward in that forward motion. And this piece always comes off for some reason. With the arms, it has quite a good maneuverability as well in terms of the shoulder joint, the elbow joint, as well as the wrist joint. Well, the wrist is right, gotta prod that back in. With the wrist joint, is more of this kind of circular motion horizontally. In terms of the whole sculpt, it exceeded my expectations and it was quite a fun build to build, other than the fact that it doesn't really stand up straight for a long period of time. Otherwise, I don't have too much complaint. Let's have a look at the minifigs. For Obadiah Stane, I like what they have done in terms of giving him this classy navy suit, also with a gold chain on the belly part, which is cool. And also I like the beard of how the different greys are used. For example, the middle part is darkish grey, the outer is lighter grey. There are these wrinkles as well, so it resembles the character quite a fair bit. On the back, doesn't give much more details other than a few lines for the suit. Next up we have Pepper Potts, as she was Tony Stark's secretary back in the days. It's got quite a bit of details, for example the shirt with the bigger collar coming out, as well as the suit and her tied up hair with the ponytail. A lot of great details here and reminiscent of the first Iron Man movie, and some more lines for the creases on the suit. So yeah, I quite like this minifig as well. And here we have the Mark III, and I quite like how LEGO's gone back to having these kind of head sculpts with the helmet pieces. So it kind of comes up at the top like this, and it's not in a more boring circular mold as you've seen with some of the later iterations. With some of the releases, such as the second Avengers Tower, for the body and the legs, this is just really nicely printed. Especially you can see some of the shadowy gradients on the belly part, for example here and here on the sides. It's pretty cool. And on the legs, it's really detailed as well, as you can see. Even with the gold bits in the middle, they have used a darker tone of gold, so it's pretty nice. And on the back, also more prints here, and with the added gold notion there right in the center as well. Unfortunately, this one doesn't have the arm or side legs print as with the Mark 33, but nonetheless, I quite like this figure as a whole. If we remove the helmet, we have got Tony Stark's face with the cheeky brow expression, and on the back, the other side is where he's got this kind of angry battle face mode on. So when you put this on top, he's actually in the helmet itself. If we were to put some hair on Tony, I think it's a great hair sculpt as well. Very reminiscent of the first two films with the kind of pointy, sticky hair at the top. And I'm really excited to put him alongside with my other Iron Man Legos. And also with the effect pieces, I like how there's kind of hovering motion. And I think Lego's been like outdoing themselves with these. They just keep on adding more and more in. Really fun to play around with. Instead of having some really bland pieces like these ones for the blasters, it's just boring. Like how they've upped the game to these pieces, and these pieces. Lego's definitely come a long way in terms of creating more ideas of how to improve their blasters as a whole. So for example, when you get your Iron Man to grab onto these set of blasters, looks pretty fun, and you can literally feel the motion that's coming out with the blasters. But unfortunately, one small nitpick is that with the coloring of these pieces, they could have used or molded the same mold or color. Oops, let me get the focus right. It should be a translucent blue alongside with these other pieces as well, instead of having this kind of grayish pale blue. I think this set is a pretty good set in terms of value, in terms of minifigures, and for me, I'm not sure whether I'll want to keep my Monger alongside with my collection, because the main goal for me was to get the minifigs for the set. And yeah, just let me have a think of whether to kind of dump the Monger in the box of random Legos or just have it displayed alongside with my other ones. Right guys, so what do you think of this set? Is this something you'd be wanting to get? Are you wanting to get this box just for the minifigures instead of having the Monger consuming your display space? Comment down below and let me know. Personally, I do enjoy building this Monger, but it's not a necessity. Really do enjoy the minifigures, as for example this Iron Man Mark III here, and also the Obadiah Stane, as well as the Secretary Pepper Potts minifigures. And as always, please remember to like the like button and subscribe to my channel for more Marvel, Hot Toys, Demon Slayer, Pokemon, etc. stuff that I like, vlogs. Hope you have a good time on my channel, and I'll be doing some giveaways soon when we reach the 500 subscribers. So do look forward to that. Thank you very much again for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Stay safe and see ya!